Hey everyone, this is Dr. Duru from the Market Breadth, or otherwise known as 122, which is the financial markets blog that I write where I talk about the poetry in the market. So if you're not getting warmed up for NVIDIA earnings next week, you don't really care about the stock market. This company has captured people's attention, people's imaginations. So it should be a pretty big deal. Even if NVIDIA stock doesn't even move after earnings, it'll be a big deal. So anyway, just a quick review. I know I've been doing a bunch of videos on the technicals on NVIDIA because the poetry here is just amazing. It says so much about the beauty of technical analysis, what's been going on with NVIDIA over the last 2 months since it essentially created and then confirmed a topping pattern. So let's review the latest really quickly. Um, Over here, this is the latest price. The red line is the 50-day moving average. The dotted line is the 20-day moving average. You see they are now converging, which should provide more solid support for NVIDIA if it were to pull back. It did confirm the second 50-day moving average breakout. So all things considered, NVIDIA is in a bullish position, but, and this is a big caveat, it has yet to invalidate the bearish engulfing pattern from way back here in March. So from a bear's perspective, NVIDIA still is topping out and it looks bearish. From a more hopeful perspective, you can say that its ability to bounce back very quickly from this sharp decline in April and breakdown, and again, the confirmed 50-day moving average breakout means that things are working in the right direction for NVIDIA. So we have the bearish and the bullish signals colliding right for earnings. So this, I think, promises to be a big one. Now, I am thinking through what kind of position I want to put on. I did put on a very low risk position ahead of time. It involves buying a call spread and selling another one. And who knows? We'll see what happens with that. But I'm not recommending that positioning. That's just a disclosure. So anyway, if you have any comments or questions about the setup for NVIDIA, let me know. And one last thing, remember that the technicals don't always, actually, you should not rely solely on technicals to try to gauge what's going to happen after earnings. I just find it very fascinating what NVIDIA has done to set up ahead of earnings. So like I said, we have the bearish colliding with the bullish, which means a lot of fireworks could happen. And if they don't happen, then we just go back to watching the technicals like we were doing before. Oh, and sorry, I did say finally, one last thing. This is what makes me really nervous about the coming week of trading is that the volatility index, the VIX, has just been going lower and lower and lower. This means that complacency is really high. This close is actually the lowest close of the year. And in fact, let me go back. I think it's the lowest close in years. Let's see. Going back, going back, going back. Yeah, it's the lowest close for the volatility index since before the pandemic, since late 2019. And you see what happened during the pandemic. Of course, we don't expect something like that to happen again soon. Hopefully not anyway. But that's the important backdrop is that the market couldn't get more complacent than it is right now, which means that any little hiccup, any little piece of bad news could cause much bigger reactions than you would normally expect. And the same is going to apply for NVIDIA. So if they just give even a hint of bad news, or even if they come up short, heightened expectations, NVIDIA could sell off. So anyway, this is why I think NVIDIA is the big event for the coming week in the stock market. Again, let me know what you think. Otherwise, you can hit the subscribe button. My blog is drduru.com/122, where I do most of my commentary and my content. Check you out later, and good luck and take it easy.